evening. Welcome to Fine Print. I'm Molly Gambhir. He is wanted in India for the biggest banking fraud that the country has witnessed. And today, the Indian government might have moved a step closer towards having Nirav Modi extradited. The fugitive Indian businessman was arrested today and sent to jail. He will remain in custody till March 29, when he will be produced before a magistrate again. Let's tell you what happened today. Nirav Modi was arrested and produced in the Westminster court. His bail plea was, however, rejected. In his plea, Nirav Modi's counsel alleged that Nirav Modi's arrest was politically motivated. Today's proceedings came after the absconding businessman was arrested earlier in the day by the Scotland Yard at Holborn in London. It was actually a bank clerk who had recognized the fugitive tycoon and tipped off the police. The arrest comes 2 days after a warrant was issued against the fugitive billionaire. Meanwhile, a non-bailable warrant has been issued against Nirav Modi's wife, Ami Modi, at the request of the Enforcement Directorate in India. Remember, Nirav Modi is accused in India's biggest banking fraud, accused of defrauding the Punjab National Bank of $2 billion. His uncle, Mehul Choksi, the owner of Gitanjali Jewellers, is a co-accused in the case. Nirav Modi fled to UK from India shortly after the scam came to light in January 2018. On March 8 this year, the UK Home Office finally deemed Nirav Modi's case to be fit for extradition, and a day later, a UK newspaper tracked down the fugitive businessman in Oxford Street in London. Today's developments are the first steps in the long-drawn extradition process. Extradition refers to the surrender of a criminal to one country by another. The process of extradition is regulated by treaties between the two countries. The crime committed should be a punishable offence according to the laws of the two countries. India and the UK signed the extradition treaty in 1992. The process of extradition is to be initiated by the central government. Now, currently, India has extradition treaties with 38 countries. Since 2002, India has extradited 44 fugitive criminals to various countries. On the contrary, India has got 61 criminals extradited to itself from different countries since that year. Nirav Modi and his uncle Mehul Choksi are the prime accused in that Punjab National Bank fraud scam. This involved fake guarantees in the name of the state-run lender to secure loans overseas. And taking you straight across to London now, our bureau chief there, Mandy Clark, has been tracking all the developments coming in over the last few hours. A busy day it's been, Mandy. You were right there at the court when Nirav Modi was produced. Tell us what you saw and what the latest is in terms of what the defense team is telling you.
Well, certainly, yes, it has been a busy day. You know, news of his arrest came very early this morning. And then when the police confirmed it, we came to Westminster's Magistrates Court. It turned out he spent his night in a jail cell. And here he was going to hear conditions of his bail. Now, what was really surprising was how robustly the Crown Prosecution Service made it clear that he was really a flight risk, that he's a man of considerable wealth, various means that he could, if he wanted to leave the country, certainly could do so. It was interesting also to note that he was essentially arrested because a bank clerk, when he went to a bank, Metro Bank in London, to try and open up an account, they recognized him and called the police. So that's how the arrest transpired. Of course, his lawyers argued with a very large dossier about how much he has been open and honest, that he has a son who studies here, that he's very committed, and he's the opposite of flight risk. Of course, the judge took a very different view, only deliberated for really 10 minutes and then said, no bail. He is deemed too much of a flight risk. Now, the newspaper that really broke this story was The Telegraph. Mick Brown was in court following the developments, and right after the court case, I caught up to get his thoughts on the case so far.